Hello and welcome to Modelling Misadventures, and in today's video I'm going on to part 13 of the Lancaster bomber. Now a quick look at the magazine. Usual instructions at the beginning. Looks like a bit more work to do on the front fuselage. And then the articles, Lancaster FM 159 and a raid on Ploesti. Now in this issue we just get this box, and inside is this nicely wrapped part. It's quite heavy, made of metal, and it is a roof for the bomb bay. And that really is the only part you get in this issue, with a few screws, and we're not even going to use it until a later issue. So what we're going to do in this issue is to keep adding parts to this front section of the fuselage. And all these parts are things that we obtained earlier and have done bits and pieces with already. So no new parts to fit this week. Now they always do this in these part work kits. This piece here, which is a bomb aiming computer, actually came in issue 4. And we've been hanging on to it until issue 12. And we're finally going to put it in there. Why they can't just provide the parts in order, I never know. And now we can put the left side of this front framework on there. That's gone on very nicely. Now this is a bomb aimer's window. This actually came in issue 2. We only get to fit it now. It's going to go on there. But as usual, I'm going to use canopy glue and not super glue for that, so that it doesn't fog. Now the next thing is we've got this gun turret that we made right at the beginning. And it's finally going to go on here. But we've got to thread these cables through a little hole and then glue it on. See how that goes on. I think it'll be a bit fiddly. It's a very tight fit to get them 2 wires through. Better just do them one at a time. It's very fiddly to fit this, so I've partially dismantled it. I'm going to put this support ring on first, glue that in place, and then put the turret back on. Right, I've got that turret support ring glued in. So now I should be able to just pull these wires back and fit this on. Now this is a bit of a loose fit at the moment, but there's going to be something on the top that fits in that hole and holds it down. And then it's going to rotate lovely. Look at that. Now to get these sides on here, you've got these 2 pegs and they've got to fit in these holes. And as usual, everything was too tight. I've had to sand these down or file them down in order to get this to fit. But once it's filed down, it does go on very nicely. So I've got both sides of those on now. A tight fit. It's a push fit, so it doesn't say to use any glue. And then you can see that there's a little overhang here that's probably going to be covered up by other fuselage side pieces, so that's going to hold that on there. And then on the bottom, you see it's not quite held together, but we've got this escape hatch that's going to go on there, and that's going to hold those 2 sides together. That has gone on really nicely. It's a nice tight press fit, and it holds all this together, holds the front end together. That looks terrific. So that's it for stage 13, and couldn't be any happier with this model. It's looking absolutely beautiful. That turret looks fantastic on the front. This front section here looks really, really nice. And then of course we've got all the beautiful details in the cockpit and crew compartment. So that's coming on really well. So I hope you're enjoying this build. I really am. That's it for issue 13. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Modelling Misadventures.